Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for joining up for our WrestleMania 35 preview. I'm RJ, joining up with Retro Brett.
What's going on, fellas?
We'll get Retro's predictions, go through all the matches, including the main event for the first time ever, an all-female main event at WrestleMania. So we'll give you our opinions, we'll let you know what we think, and of course let us know who you guys are picking in the comment section below. Hit the like button, give us some feedback. With all that said, Retro, let's get into it. WrestleMania 35.
Let's get it.
We're going to start off with the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. Let us scroll down to the featured superstars. There's really only one that matters, Braun Strowman, and as of late, he's been feuding with the jabronis from Saturday Night Live. Do you have anything to say about that?
I think that's a stupid storyline. I mean, the booking leading up to this WrestleMania has been all over the place. I don't understand it. It's kind of stupid. I think he's going to kick the shit out of those two jabronis from SNL.
The Weekend Update guys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know their names.
Saturday Night Live sucks nowadays, and I'm pretty sure that anybody watching wrestling is not going to watch SNL. Most likely, I could be wrong. That's what I'm guessing, and I'm sure most people don't care.
Superstars of note in there, like Titus O'Neil, Apollo Crews, I like him. He's gotten a little push lately.
The Hardys.
The Hardys, yeah.
Bo Dallas.
Nope.
Hey, maybe if Bo Dallas is in there, Bray Wyatt will show up out of nowhere.
Yeah, where has Bray Wyatt
He'll
been?
come down from the
rafters?
The rooftop, yeah. Let us know in the comment section below if you've seen Bray Wyatt. But who's taking it, guys? Who's winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale? Who are you picking, Retro?
Oh, Braun Strowman.
Me too. I think Braun Strowman's going to win in dominating fashion. Next up, we have Shane McMahon versus The Miz. This is a Falls Count Anywhere match. What do you think about that?
Oh, I think that stipulation is right down Shane O'Mac's alley. Now, the storyline up to this match has been really strange. I mean, they win the tag titles a couple months ago, then Shane O'Mac turns on The Miz. What's that about? I mean, you would think it would be the other way around, because Miz is the consummate bad guy, and
yeah,
he seems like the type just to stab someone in the back. But
yeah, to me, I feel like The Miz is the perfect competitor to give Shane probably a very impressive win, just because he's just got, that basically the history of coming through with good matches at WrestleManias, and I think that this should be lined up for another one, maybe.
I'm picking Shane O'Mac.
I believe so as well. I think Shane O'Mac is going to not only get a win, but get us maybe hyped up for his match next year, which will be in our hometown. We'll be able to cover it for you guys in person.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Oh, definitely.
All right, we have Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin. Now, this may be the last time we ever see Kurt Angle in a ring.
Well, it's being billed as his farewell match, but, I mean, come on. We all know that retired superstars come back every once in a while to do a match here and there.
Especially a legend like Kurt Angle. I could see that, but it seems like this match would be a good send-off.
This match? I don't like this match at all. I mean, if you've seen Kurt Angle after he returned to WWE, he looks terrible in the ring. But man, you pick your last opponent as Baron Corbin? What are you doing?
Is it a jobber? Is it a jobber situation?
No, I mean, Baron Corbin's nothing. He's not... no one gives a shit about him. And this is your last match ever?
So, okay, then is there a chance that Kurt is going to put Baron Corbin over somehow?
No chance. No chance in hell.
All right, so your pick is pretty obvious then.
Yeah, I mean, you can't have Kurt Angle lose in his last match.
I'm looking forward to it, but if what you say is true, that Kurt Angle has been, not really that great in the ring as of late, then it could be ugly. A matchup of two of the most popular wrestlers, AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. I'm excited for this one. I wish something was on the line, but it is a good matchup.
I mean, I expect this to be a pretty good match. I mean, like you said, I wish there was something on the line, but it's going to be good nonetheless. I'm picking AJ Styles.
Here's the thing. I fully expect an RKO out of nowhere, and if that's the case, maybe I pick Randy Orton. AJ Styles always been one of my favorites. I am a huge AJ Styles fan. He's probably my favorite current wrestler, so I want to pick him, but Randy Orton, he's got a huge following, and like I said, that RKO out of nowhere would be a huge hit in the WrestleMania crowd, so I'm going to have to pick him. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Really not too much to say about this match. What do you think?
I think this is going to be a great match. I've been looking forward to this match for quite a while. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre, two very similar body types, very similar wrestlers. Mm-hmm. I expect Drew McIntyre to win this one.
Really?
Surprisingly, yes. Drew McIntyre has taken out all three members of the Shield in recent weeks, including Roman Reigns. So this one's going to be one for the ages.
All right. Of course, I think many of us still kind of worry that the WWE is going to push Roman Reigns because he's one of their favorites, of course. But yeah, I'd like to see Drew McIntyre win. He's always been a very impressive wrestler that deserves to get pushed a lot more. So if what you're saying is right, maybe this is what propels him. The senior citizen battle, Triple H versus Batista. Are you even interested in this match, Retro?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Batista's record versus Triple H is 3-0 so far, so this is the fourth encounter between the two.
They teamed up, joined forces to take on the Shield. Now, supposedly, they're bitter rivals because Triple H had some not so good things to say about Batista. And, honestly, I just am not a big fan of Batista as a wrestler. I'd be more interested if it was Triple H versus Drax the Destroyer instead of Batista. That would be much better. But instead, we're going to see if these guys still have it.
Well, I expect Triple H to put on a good performance. He's always worth a pretty kick-ass intro.
For sure.
This is a no-holds-barred match, and we all know what Triple H can do.
It's a tough match to call, honestly, because Triple H seems like he has really no problem taking a loss these days, but I'm picking him to win against Batista.
I think he's going to win. I mean, they're both 50 years old, though.
Let's just hope they come out with no serious injuries.
Break a hip.
The SmackDown Tag Team title this year, it's going to be a fatal four-way match. You can see the contestants. Cesaro, Sheamus, they're probably going to give the Usos a run for their money. What do you think?
Well, I'm picking the Bar.
Yeah.
I think that's a good choice. Ricochet and Aleister Black would also be a good choice. I mean, they just came up. They've been pushed quite a bit.
Yeah.
So that's a good choice.
Is that Rusev over there in the match?
Yeah, I know. He looks different, doesn't he? He looks smaller.
Man, he was one of the most popular things going not too long ago.
And they just totally shit on him.
Relegated. But we'll see. Maybe they get a surprise victory.
Maybe.
Anybody could win here. Like you said, all these guys, this is one of those matches. A lot of times you'll have a clear-cut favorite. Would you say anybody's a clear favorite here?
I'm picking the Bar. Who you got?
Definitely the Bar. I've been a huge fan of both Sheamus and Cesaro for a while, and then ever since they teamed up, I've been hoping that they would push them because they remind me of more of an old school tag team. But the Usos, they're probably not going to go down without a huge fight. The Women's Tag Team Championship is also a fatal four-way, so I'm really looking forward to both of these matches. A couple of these women are some of my favorite, Retro. Who are you picking? What can you tell us about this exciting matchup between the female wrestlers here?
Well, this is Beth Phoenix's first match back after her retirement. She's teaming with Natty to take on Bayley, Sasha, the Iconics, and Nia Jax.
Yeah.
So, the tag team titles do not change hands. That would be completely stupid because the first ever, they were just crowned, a month and a half ago?
It seemed like it was just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, for the first ever tag titles, you can't drop them a month and a half.
I think they could. Personally, I definitely could see them giving it to Nia there in that team.
Maybe,
but I'm with you. They'll probably stick with who's got
They really should.
Are you looking forward to the Intercontinental Championship match? Bobby Lashley going against Finn Balor.
Not so much, but I mean Finn Balor's breaking out his demon form again. Yeah. I expect Finn Balor to win.
By the way, Bobby Lashley versus Lesnar. Any chance we see that in the future?
I don't think so. I mean, back in the day, like back 15 years ago, that would have been an awesome matchup. But now I think Lesnar would kick the shit out of him. It would be a pretty cool matchup, though.
The U.S. title match, Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio. So we actually have the title on Samoa Joe. I mean, Rey Mysterio's been around for a while. What do you think about this match?
I expect Rey Mysterio to win this match.
Yeah, I can see why you'd say that. part of me kind of wants them to, to keep pushing up Samoa Joe. He's a powerhouse. And in his own right, he's a legend in some people's eyes. Maybe not so much in the WWE, but he's been around for a little bit.
Well, yes, he is a legend, kind of like AJ Styles. I mean,
exactly.
They are stars that transcend the business.
One of the mega headliner matches, Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston. And I really feel like Daniel Bryan is the best storyline in wrestling, at least modern right now. What do you think about this situation?
We can all expect Kofi Kingston to put on quite a show.
Oh, yeah.
I think we can expect...
Too perfect of a matchup, right?
Oh, yeah. I think we can expect Kofi to wow some people.
Yeah, and I totally think Kofi's going to win this one. It seems like they're setting that up, a big win for Kofi, and to put him over more than we've ever seen before.
Definitely.
But Daniel Bryan, I know you said you haven't been a big fan of him. He's one of the most popular in the business, even still today. So, quick question before we get to your official prediction. What do you think about, the current personality of Daniel Bryan, because he's been raging a lot recently?
Well, I think he's a decent bad guy, decent heel. I mean, he's a hippie now. He's all concerned about the earth and green stuff, and
which is definitely,
he's
status quo.
He's even got a hemp belt.
Exactly, the hemp belt. It seems like a lot of these, issues we hear from certain people these days, they're installing it in Daniel Bryan for some people to maybe hate or love the character, and it's driving it into this big WrestleMania matchup. That's what I like about it. Some people probably are going to hate it. Some people will love it.
Oh, I definitely am picking Kofi.
I am picking Kofi as well, but don't be surprised if Daniel Bryan comes out on top. Again, we want to hear from you guys. Let us know in the comment section below. Who are you picking for these matches? We're going to definitely see where Retro stacks up at the end of the matchup, or at the end of the WrestleMania, and see how his picks do. He's usually pretty solid, so maybe he'll get a perfect record.
They might do a switcheroo on us.
If WrestleMania goes according to what Retro Brett predicts, how about this, Retro? We're going to get you on camera doing the full people's elbow on we'll find a participant, and you have to do it
K-Mac?
move for move. Yeah, K-Mac.
Yeah.
He'll do it.
Let's go with K-Mac.
All right, so moving on. You got Kofi, of course. Kofi all the way, guys. Let's move on to one of the biggest matches in WrestleMania history. I've been looking forward to it for years. I'm glad they can finally meet up. Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins. Brock Lesnar has been so dominant, and to give him a matchup like this against Rollins, it almost seems like it's putting something right in his wheelhouse. It's a perfect guy for him to give 20 German suplexes to. I don't know,
but I expect Seth Rollins to win.
All right, so you're picking Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
I'm picking Brock Lesnar.
Really?
But I'm looking forward to this matchup quite a bit.
Okay.
And on to the main event. First of all, do you think it is worthy? Retro Bread, you got Becky Lynch versus Rowdy Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair.
There's no doubt that this is going to be a kick-ass match. I don't know if it deserves to be the main event, though.
I feel like them putting the two belts on the line is just, trying to put more weight in the match to justify it as being that main event match as much as possible.
Well, it definitely piqued my interest. I mean, 2 titles in one match.
Yeah. It's going to work. I'm really hoping Becky will strip both of those titles from those chicks and take them both for herself. Who do you think's going to win?
Becky.
Really? So you're picking Becky too? I'm picking Becky just out of blind hoping that she wins because she's amazing.
I don't know. They've been really pushing her for about a year and a half now. No, maybe not quite that long. But
yeah, I mean, it was pretty well known that she was pretty much being wasted. Luckily, the wrestling fans are smart, so sometimes they pick up on the wrestlers that are being wasted and they give them extra momentum. I feel like maybe that happened a little bit with Becky, thankfully, because I've been a big fan of her for a while now. And to see her in the main event, honestly, I would have never believed it a year ago. It's kind of hard to believe, honestly, that they would put her in the main event of a WrestleMania. But it is awesome, and if she wins, that would be even more awesome. I doubt it, but I'm hoping that she does win. I'm going to pick her.
I think we're on to something. I think she's going to win.
I hope you're right, but it just seems like Ronda is one of the, the big female wrestlers that they're trying to push because she was a huge star before as an actual fighter. So I'm thinking they might give her the moment of glory.
Well,
I hope not.
There's a lot of rumors going around that Rousey's going to start a family. So I expect her to drop the title.
Okay, well, what about giving it to the Flairs, right? It's such an important wrestler in history for the industry. Maybe the first female main event goes to Charlotte Flair then, just to give it, kind of that dynasty approach.
I'm still going Becky.
Let us know what you guys think again. This is a tough one to pick. I hope Becky wins. She's one of the best female wrestlers, but she needs a win like this to prove it.
Definitely.
There you have it, our official predictions. One last match we didn't talk about was the female Battle Royale. Did you have anything you wanted to add in with that one?
I just expect Asuka to win.
Asuka. Also, one other thing I have to mention, I just remembered. We didn't talk about Alexa Bliss, the official host of WrestleMania 35.
Yay! She's pretty hot.
Oh, yeah. A fitting host. We'll see how she does. We definitely are going to be rooting for her in that position.
Would you rather have The Rock or Alexa Bliss host?
Alexa Bliss.
Really?
I know that might be blasphemy because The Rock is the man, but I don't know. He's making a movie about the Jungle Cruise or something. He's busy making movies. Get him out of wrestling until he actually wants to put everything into wrestling, which will be never because he's probably going to be president before that happens.
This is a pretty big card. I mean, 17 matches.
It is going to be a good one. I mean, at first I thought it was going to be disappointing.
Yeah.
But now that we're only a couple days away, I'm truly excited. Thank you again for joining us, guys. We hope you're as excited as us. We will definitely bring you a follow-up. We got live streams planned. Hit us up anytime on Twitter at TrippyComs if you want to reach out to us.
And that's the bottom line, because Retro Brett said so.
Nice one, Retro. Catch you guys next time. Stay trippy, my friends.